Hello there members and welcome to another members video. Yep, they're coming quick and fast. As I keep stating, I do enjoy doing these videos. I'm pretty much speaking like this for the people that are watching this for free on the premiere. Yes, you. They do seem to be quite popular, these videos, and I'd like to think that it is encouraging people to maybe become a member. Like I said, I do lots of members videos throughout the season. If I can speak properly, I do lots of members videos throughout the season. Like I said, they're just personalised videos. Like today, really. He doesn't even know this is happening. Karma, baby. Really, this was inspired by last night when he shared his team. And I think this is the perfect team. I can already hear someone. Oh, fuck off, Steve-O. No, you fuck off. So, for people listening on audio, Edison, Cancelo, Perisic, James, Trent, Robertson, Rashford, Bailey, Salah, Saka, Kane. On the bench, does it really matter? Not really. All 4.5 players. I think this is gold dust. I think this is absolutely magical. We've got the guaranteed starters for their teams in defence. Cancelo, Perisic, James, Trent, Robertson. We all know what they can do. I mean, I've already glossed over the fact that he's got Edison. Rashford. I know Jason's not too keen on Rashford per se. I think looking at Rashford, Sancho and Martial this season could be dynamite. Those three could be dynamite. They're going to be playing for a Man United team underneath Ten Hag that by all accounts likes to attack. Defensively, forget it. Don't worry about him. However, from a attack point of view, I'm excited for United. Now, the fact that all three of them haven't really played together, barring pre-season, could it be concerning? Yeah. But with their fixtures upcoming, we have to all go with a team in which majority of the players are safe, template, as Podner would say. They're the sheep team. You're a sheep. Bah. That was... I think Podner, you've... what's the word I'm looking for? Subconsciously got inside me where essentially I'll be doing that all season. Bah. Because I think about that. There are two things that you've done throughout the Hangouts where I have essentially just had it stuck in my head since you did it. I think you need to get a grip of yourself, Steve-O. Nah. To be honest with you, bro, you're not even 30, and I believe you need to do some growing up as well. That, and the whole thing about, you're just a sheep. Bah. Fucking mental. That's what happened in Discord Hangouts. Do you want to be part of that? I know I've done that joke before. I'll just do it again. Who cares? But, yeah, we were talking about Man United's fixtures, weren't we? Apparently so, yes. And start off with Brighton at home. A lot of people talking about the fact they've lost Basuma. Is that going to affect their defence? Probably. Home fixture as well. Ten Hag's going to want to start with a bang. I can see United maybe winning 2-3-1. 2-3-1, 2-3-0. But by the way, that reminds me. I mean, I haven't even looked myself. Score predictor game. The man himself, Semi-Sweet Potato, has finally got the score predictor game up and running. Like I said, I haven't actually personally checked it myself. I will do next week. And yeah, I'd like to think that lots of you will be able to get involved with that. You just have to go to elitefpl.com. That's elitefpl.com, where all the money goes. And sign up for the score predictor. It's as easy. If I can do it, you can do it. And we want to try and dethrone Alan, aka Lino. Lino is an absolute freak of nature when it comes to scoring predictions. I pride myself on my predictions, and I do okay in the game. Last season, okay, I missed out on one game week, but if I hadn't have missed out on a game week and I just worked on the average, I ended up about, I think it would have been like 16th, 17th. To be fair, it ain't bad considering there's over 100 people that participate. But this season he's won it. Is it 3 times in a row? Lino's won it. So yeah, we want to dethrone him. So hopefully this year someone will be able to do that. He gets run close. He does get run close, but this season could be different. I'm just on it now. And it's all as similar as it was last season. I don't know if there's anything new. No, it's all as it was. So you get to predict the scores. There's a bit of a bonus question like which team will have more corners, which team will have more possession for each match. So for instance, West Ham versus Man City, who will score first? And then you just choose which player you think will score first. Man United versus Brighton, which team will have more corners? And then you've got the predict your player FPL targets. Now this is a good one. This is really cool actually. So if, for argument's sake, as it's up on screen here, you were predicting Martinez of Aston Villa. Remember him? Remember when he was an option? If you were predicting his points, and your prediction is say 6 points, and he only gets 3, you get 3 points. However, if he gets more than that, you just get your 6 points. But if he actually gets 6 points, it gets doubled. Do you know what? I'm probably speaking absolute shit on that. I'm pretty certain that is the case. Now thinking about it, I'm pretty certain that's the case. If you get the points spot on, you get double the amount. But if it's over under, you still get the amount. No, fuck that. If it's under, you don't get the points at all. Sorry, my apologies. If it's under, you don't get the points. So if Martinez gets 3 and you predicted 6, you get 0. However, if he gets 7 points, you'll just get the 6. But if you did predict 7, you get 14. Can you work that out now? And then you got Robertson, Fernandes, and Harry Kane. But you can choose every single player for any position of the 4. So for the goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and forward. So off the top of my head, what I used to like doing, I know FPL Maestro was like this as well, or Bilal even. In fact, Bilal's tip was to just go all in on one particular team. So Man City, for argument's sake, or Chelsea. FPL Maestro kind of did a me, where he would actually predict against the players he didn't own. So for argument's sake, in my case, I don't own Harry Kane, so I always predicted for Harry Kane 6 points. Just get his standard goal, and that'll be it. But you could do Lloris in goal, Perisic defender, Son midfielder, Kane a striker, and do it like that. It doesn't really matter. It could be any combination you want. But it's a brilliant bit of fun. And yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to kicking your ass. That's what Vince McMahon says. I can't wait to kick your ass. That's actually quite a good impression. Now it goes back to shit again. And what's this got to do with Karma Baby's team? Nothing. We were talking about Man United, weren't we? Yeah. At least you got to look at his team. So, yeah, his midfielder, Rashford, Bailey, Salah and Saka. You know, you got Salah just to cover the basis. Saka, key component to Arsenal. Now, Bailey and Rashford, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all in the same similar boat here, where we're kind of, depending on formations and stuff, we're all kind of relying on which 2 slight differentials we're going with. Now, Karma Baby is going with Bailey and Rashford, but he's going with a 5-4-1. Whereas for me, I'm going with a 4-5-1. So in my specific case, my additional premium midfielder is Kulusevski. But my additional differential, or the two differential midfielders, are Lingard and Bailey. So essentially in Karma Baby's case, it's Rashford, Bailey and James right now as it stands. Rashford, Bailey, James versus... it's Rashford and James versus Lingard and Kulusevski. Who gets more points? Vote on Twitter. Fuck off. Also as well, another thing I'm finding funny at the moment is that every year without fail, your team's shit. Why have you got this player in? Why have you got that player? We're playing against each other, aren't we? If I'm in your mini-league and I'm not beating you, you should be happy. It's a very strange mindset, fantasy football players, some of them. Very strange. And then obviously at the top for Harbour Boy. There we are. Let's just call him Harbour Boy. For Karma Baby, it is Kane. Excellent pick. And I'm assuming he's going to do the merry-go-round back onto Haaland. Then he goes back to Kane into Haaland. I just think this team is beautiful. I really do like it a lot. I really do. And, you know, the common theme that's coming out with a lot of these streams or videos is essentially the fact that, look, we're all kind of like looking at which premium we want. Is it Son? Is it Salah? I mean, I've been tempted today. To sack off Salah and bring in KDB. A lot is going to depend on the Community Shield. So when you guys on the Premiere are watching this, so you guys watching this now, you guys will know the Community Shield result. Did it end 0-0? Did it end 1-0 either way? Because that's my prediction. 0-0 or 1-0 either way. How did Kevin De Bruyne look? Comment below. After this ends, comment below. Get the algorithm up. But the Community Shield is going to be telling a lot for me. Both teams will put up a full strength squad. I think there's a chance that the odd player that you'd never expect to... I'm literally just going to look on the player list of each team from Liverpool and Man City and just pick a name out of the hat just randomly to see who may start. So what if it's Ake and Diaz that starts at the back? I mean, that's probably going to be first choice anyway. But in midfield, we could potentially have someone like Palmer just starting ahead of Mahrez or Foden or Grealish. Up front, it may be Delap. You know, just to throw a spanner in the works, but I do think that predominantly Man City are going to go with full strength. Liverpool, on the other hand, again, another team where I think Salah starts. I think it'll probably be Salah, Firmino and Diaz, the front three. Obviously, you guys that are watching this now, you're going to be going, you're wrong. Yeah, so, and I expect the back four of Konate. No. Yeah, I'll go with Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson and Trent. And I think it'll be a high-paced game. I think both teams are going to want to put on a show, but I just think from a scoreline point of view, I think it's going to be low scoring. Interestingly enough, actually, one of the favourite things of the season that I like hearing is when a content creator, usually it's Black Box to be fair, I know Davey FPL's done it, is when they do a match of the day challenge. And one of the best things when you listen back after you know the results is hearing what these people say. It's fascinating. And I'm hoping that you guys will be feeling exactly the same thing. Man, yeah, Steve, I got that right. Oh, he got it completely wrong. But yeah, because Alisson didn't start. It was that, is it Kellier? Kellier, the backup goalkeeper? It may not even be in goal for Man City Edison. It could be this Ortega. But yeah, for Liverpool it could be Kelleher in goal. In fact, now thinking about it, I actually would put 50p on that Kelleher to score, to be in goal. So, but yeah, certainly this Community Shield is going to be putting a lot of interesting thoughts into my head, because I'll be able to watch it as well. I'm assuming it's going to be on Sky. It better be. Paying a lot of money for it. But certainly it's going to have a lot of bearing on my decision making, because if, for argument's sake, Haaland looks a bit meh, I've got to get Kevin De Bruyne in. If Kevin De Bruyne is looking on fire and Haaland's looking on fire, I'm still getting in Haaland, because I want to make sure that I've got a striker up front which can at least guarantee me getting returns on a semi-regular basis. Because with the likes of Jesus, Wilson, Solanke, bad example, Mitrovic, it's just so random when they seem to get these points in and everything. I've just got a team up on the screen at the moment, actually. De Bruyne and Son in midfield. Son captain game week 1, De Bruyne captain game week 2. I've got 8.5 in the bank. I can... Oh yeah, of course. It means that I don't have a Liverpool attack. Oh well. You get the idea around it. But yeah, certainly what I love about Karma Baby's team up on screen here is just the simple fact that he has got those price points bang on. If the likes of, Saka and Salah don't look particularly great, easily downgrade. You could just do a sideways move to Son, Foden, Mahrez, Grealish. These first 4 game weeks are going to be fascinating. If we are going to be, just off the top of my head, calling the City and Liverpool results, as I keep banging on about Fulham, I reckon Fulham score, actually. I have this feeling that they'll score 4 or 5 goals for Liverpool, and Man City to just edge it 2-1, 2-0. But I expect West Ham to score, so yeah, let's just go with a 2-1 to Man City. Then the following, and then obviously with Spurs as well, you've got to throw in Spurs against Southampton, 2-3-0. Following week, Spurs versus Wolves, 1-0 Spurs, 2-0. Liverpool away at Man United. That's a really difficult call, but Liverpool love playing at Old Trafford. I'd go with a 2-3-1, 2-3-0. And then Man City at home to Bournemouth, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just pick a number out of the hat. Depends what City can be bothered to turn up. Game week 3, City at home to Crystal Palace. Usually a tough fixture, but I think they should get through it. 2-0, something like that. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Spurs away at Nottingham Forest. Don't know why I've got in my head 3-1 Spurs. Liverpool at home to Bournemouth again. Pick a number out of the hat. Usually 3 or 4. Let's just go with 4-0. And that's just in the first 3 game weeks. By which point we're going to have a general understanding, obviously, of who is performing really, really well. And the idea of going early wildcard for me, or even the likes of, say, Karma Baby, who's got like the big at the back, but realises that these big teams are conceding goals and they're not getting the assists or the goal or scoring. Basically, they're not getting attacking returns. That's when Karma Baby and people like me and a lot of other people that are going big at the back are going to have to go, oh shit, I fucked it up here. There's too many midfielders that are doing really well at the moment, the likes of Maddison, Martinelli, Harvey Barnes, Neto, Kulusevski, Mason Mount, Havertz, even though he's not a midfielder, he's a forward, but you get the point. I said it on the stream on Thursday, and I'll say it again. Happens every year. We all think that X, Y, and Z player are going to do really, really well. Like these 8 million. It's normally the 8 million mids, isn't it? The likes of, well, most people are going with Saka. He ends up doing fuck all, and it's actually Martinelli and Odegaard and Jesus that are bringing in the points, while Saka's doing jack shit. I don't expect that to happen, because he's a brilliant, brilliant player, but it happens every year. Where did this player disappear to? Why is he not starting for? What's going on here? Let me just sip on my drink. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting these opening 3-4 game weeks, and then hit that wild card, find out what's going on, and then by game week 16. You've got that next wild card. So a lot of these players as well are going to be fighting for their positions in their national teams if they're in the World Cup. So usually a lot of, for instance, with the English players, they normally perform really, really well. Lingard. I did say to someone on the comments section below that they said worse the effect of, you're going to be regretting picking Lingard. Okay, again, fair enough. That means that you're beating me with your Bowen pick. But what if he does go off? What if Lingard does in the first 3 fixtures gets a goal and 2 assists? And it's looking really, really good. Whereas the likes of Neto, for argument's sake, Bailey. Who else is popular at the moment? That's like a mid-price, the lower end scale of things. Let's just type in 6 million or 6.5 midfielders. Let's see who's there. Once it loads up, because I've done it all the wrong way around. There we are. Whereas your likes of Odegaard, as an example, Ward-Prowse, I'm just reading this off here, Fornell, St Maximin, they all fail miserably. No one knows anything. At the end of the day, none of us know anything. But as they state on all these videos, podcasts, I see the popular trend at the moment is releasing videos about 10 mistakes that you should avoid in the opening game weeks, and these are the tips. They're all perfectly fine, but it's true. It's all basic advice. It's go with tried and trusted players. And let's get real here with Karma Baby's team. These are all tried and tested, barring Bailey and Rashford. But we saw what Bailey's done in the preseason. We've seen what he did do last year. Because like I said, last year, whenever he seemed to play, it was always coming off the sub bench. He looked really good, but was never given the opportunity to play in the next game. Like I stated, last season there was a moment where Bailey, for argument's sake, let me just pinpoint it. Oh no, I can't, can I? Damn. But there was a point last year where he got a goal and 2 assists, or 2 goals. Basically, he got a double-digit haul off the bench. Looked really, really good, and then the following match he was dropped. So clearly there's something going on with him personally that Gerrard doesn't like. But I think that in the grand scheme of things, with the way Bailey's playing at the moment, according to Aston Villa fans, he should probably get the opportunity to start. If he doesn't, he'll come as a sub. And this is the issue with a lot of our teams, is that with the likes of Bailey as a simple example, could he only be like a 1-pointer rather than a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer if they keep a clean sheet? Rashford, we know what he's done in the past. We know that he had a poor season last year. He has come out and said, look, I wasn't in the right headspace. I didn't enjoy last year. I wasn't fit. Now I am. 6.5 midfielder playing in the front 3. for Man United in an attacking team, you'd like to think he'll do some damage. So yeah, I'm like I say, without wanting to prove so, I just think this team is gorgeous. Let us know in the comments below afterwards. Let us know what you're thinking about Karma Baby's team. I mean, I'll put my team up on screen for now, but that is the team for me as it stands. The asterisks, is that the word we're looking for? The asterisks that are in my team are the likes of Lingard, Bailey, Perisic. Oh, and Meslier. I'll speak to, when we get Andy Martin, I'll be speaking to him about Meslier. But I think he's pretty confident that with Leeds' opening fixtures, that there's a very good chance that they keep a few clean sheets. I think their best opportunity is against the likes of Wolves at home, Brighton away, perhaps, because Brighton just can't hit a barn door. They may get 500 chances a game. Can't score, though. Nottingham Forest at home, Brentford away. There's some opportunities for clean sheets in there. There's been talk that Raya, for instance, is considering his position at Brentford. So unfortunately, he could be somebody that's a no option. So all you Raya owners out there, you may want to jump off. But, you know, their opening fixtures, okay, it starts off a bit meh, Leicester and Man United, but then it's the relegation fodder. Fulham, Everton, Leeds, Southampton. There's Crystal Palace, but they're not relegation fodder. The fact that it's away from home, Crystal Palace are usually pretty good at home. In fact, I was wondering what I heard on Planet FPL's one the other day. Sam Johnson for Crystal Palace, 4.5. What are their fixtures like? Terrible. Brilliant. So until up to game week 12. So between game week 1 and game week 11, pretty mere fixtures. But from game week 12 onwards, could he be an option? Save points and whatnot. Again, he's one to watch, isn't he? A lot of these are ones to watch, in all fairness. But no, it's all good. I just want to quickly say as well, thanks to Alex Volo for creating the wonderful thumbnail. I mean, it's just disgusting, isn't it? I know all of us have a skill in something. You know, in Alex's case, it's just a case of me just going, look, mate, is there any chance you could just do me a thumbnail for whatever the subject matter may be? And he goes, yeah, sure. Just send us a picture of Karma Baby's team. Yeah? And that's what he creates. It's ridiculous. It's fantastic. And it's, like I say, it's just great to have him on board. Obviously, for all you guys watching the premiere today, tomorrow, we've got Andy Martin on at FPL Tactician. Very popular on Twitter. The No Salah train. He is very adamant that he won't be going with Salah. So, be interested to speak to him. I don't have the problem with it. I think it's a perfectly viable strategy not to go with Salah. He, I believe, is going Son KDB. Son and KDB and Jesus up top. I think it's Diaz as well in his initial thoughts. In fact, I may just go on Twitter and actually check exactly what it is, because thing is, when I see certain people's teams, like take Flying Dutchman last night, he had a fantastic team. Can't believe that he would have won the Rivals League last year if he was part of it, which he wasn't, thank God. Yeah, so Andy Martin's team here as it stands right now. Meslier in goal, Trent Robertson, Cancelo, Diaz, Neto, De Bruyne, Rashford, Martinelli, Wilson and Kane. 3 ones that stand out for me, 4 actually. Neto, Rashford, Martinelli and Wilson. Martinelli's an excellent player, but there is rotation risk there. I expect him to start in game week 1. You've then got Rashford, who we spoke about. Neto plays for Wolves. That's the only downside. They can't score goals, but he will be somebody that is in and around the box or getting balls in to Jimenez. And then you've got Wilson, who looked on fire towards the end of last season. It's just a shame that he can't put away all his chances. Because I remember that game against... I can't remember who it was against. I had a bet on him. It was Wilson to score any time and Newcastle to win 2-1. I won the bet. But in that game, he should have scored a minimum of 2. Could have had a hat-trick. I can't remember for the life of me who it was against. But he performed really, really well. And I'd like to think because he's going to be the main man at Newcastle next year. We know this. So I'm really excited to see the prospect of what Wilson brings to the table. I think as well, like people with those 3-5-2 formations with 2 up top, basically, I think that it's a simple case of you've got at least that extra striker just in case, for instance, Haaland doesn't play. I think that's my only concern about Haaland, but I'd like to think that he's going to be starting. I'm just looking at just looking at Newcastle's fixtures from last year and the match that I did that bet on. And it must have been alright. Newcastle beating us 2-1. Final day of the season, but it wasn't that though. It was Arsenal. And Wilson didn't even score in that game. I know for a fact that I put a bet on him to score in the game. Oh, it was Burnley. Yeah, final day of the season. Wilson to score any time. And Newcastle to win 2-1. And he actually scored 2 on the final day of the season. Ha. Okay. But there was a game that he played. I think it must have been the game against Arsenal then. It must have been the game against Arsenal. And he looked on absolute fire. But he didn't get anything. And it was Bruno Guimaraes. I mean, the championship kicked off yesterday. It is our first game underneath Company. Not really confident in the way he comes across in the press conferences. He's looking dejected. I think he knows he's in for a tough season. You can tell anybody that asks him questions about the season ahead, he holds back and doesn't really want to talk confidently. I think he knows he's going to be... The way Sean Dyche used to address this was essentially, look, we've got a good squad of players and I'm going to get the best out of them. Always looking at the positive side of things, whereas Company just is like, don't want to talk about it. We've got a new group of players. We've lost virtually all our team. This is what I've got to deal with. And it just doesn't inspire confidence. As I stated, I'm recording this at 1:30 on Friday. You're seeing this tonight. Members are seeing this 24 hours early. History suggesting an away win, which is good for us. 2-1. 3 draws across the last 6. 2 of them being 0-0. But the away team have won on 3 occasions. So Burnley twice, Huddersfield once. Huddersfield 2-1 last time we played them in the FA Cup, which was on January last year. Or this year, more to the point, Christ. And then we beat them 2-1 in the Premier League. And then way back in 2016 in the Championship, we beat them 3-1. whoscored.com are expecting this to be... Now again, all this is... you're all going to know what the result is. But they're expecting tonight's game to be 2-1 to Burnley. Hopefully. I'm expecting us to lose tonight. I'm expecting it to be a 1-0, 2-0 loss. I expect it to be a low scoring game. If I was putting a bet on it, Huddersfield to win and under 3.5 goals. That's what I would put the bet as. Some of you may be thinking, oh, you should have put 50p on that. Now you're watching this back. But yeah, it's going to be a long old slog this season. I'm not expecting much whatsoever. We'll be lucky to get in the top 10, if I'm honest with you. That's what I'd take now. Yeah, there we have it. There's another exclusive members video for free. Nothing beats free. And as ever, if you are interested in becoming a member, it's $1.99 a month. So if you are interested, just click the membership button. You get exclusive access to the members league. You get exclusive streams throughout the season, which are members only chat. And of course, like I said, you also get part of the Discord members chat, in which you can post questions to me, have a look at your team, and I'll happily do a video which is specifically directly about your team, basically. As I always keep saying, a personalised video. However, if you don't, that's fine. But the easiest way to support the show is by just simply hitting the subscribe button and hitting the like button, and just enjoy the content that me and Jace are going to be bringing you for the rest of the season. Anyhow, I'll see you later. Take it easy.